What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to BigAlphGaming. In the last episode, we finally arrived to Celestic Town. Today it's time to explore it. We're going to go into each one of the buildings, see what happens, but we're going to talk to this person first, who says there's an odd spaceman in front of the ruins. There isn't anything there, but that only seemed to make him get angry. He's saying he will blow the town up with a bomb. The nerve of it all. If only I were younger, I'd punish that spaceman with my Pokemon. So that's a little bit of foreshadowing for what's to come, although it may not be her punishing him with her Pokemon, but it might be us. So let's go ahead and head inside this house real quick, talk to this fighter. I must bear down and train, and for that, time is unimportant. Therefore, I have no need for a watch. Take this from me. And he gives us the app Analog Watch. So it's weird, it's like he took off his watch, but then it installs an app on our end, which is a little bit wacky, but in any case, we don't really need that at any point in the game. Come up here and we can talk to this person. Says there's no Pokemon Mart, but you can buy and sell things in this little hut. So if we go inside this hut, we can find pretty much a standard mart, which I don't know why they didn't just make it a mart. Instead, they called it like this other sort of shop. Like, they could have very easily just put a blue roof on this place, but yeah, so we've got a ton of coin, 343 racks. We're gonna pick up some max repels there, and honestly I feel like that's pretty much all we need at the moment. Talk to this guy here as well, and he will sell you quick ball, timer ball, dust ball, pretty solid Pokeballs. I was always a big fan of the quick balls when I was trying to capture Pokemon, but you know what, I don't think I have one yet, so maybe I'll pick up like 3 of them, just in case we decide we want to capture Pokemon. That should be sufficient for now. And yeah, this guy probably doesn't do anything, or maybe he does. Oh, he's going to give us the black glasses, so there we go. I think that boosts the power of dark type moves by 20%. Surprised that he's just sitting inside the mart there, but yeah, you can pick that up from him. Then come up to this little, looks like a hotel, honestly, and see what does this guy have to say. He's talking about like oh, I didn't want to click yes there. He's just talking about the ancient Pokemon, Mexi, no, that wasn't even right, Mesprit, Uxie, and Azulf. And then this person says something about her sister studying Pokemon, and that's the focus of her research. I mean, I don't know what the point of that house is. This is like 4 times bigger than any house we've ever seen before, and it just looks like the same standard size house on the inside, but alright, now we can go ahead inside this house, and this person says, will I be able to see all of Sinnoh on the top of Mount Coronet? And this person, yeah, other mumbo-jumbo about Mount Coronet. And finally this guy says he's asking us if we're studying up on local history. Probably wondering if we're going to explore the ruins or something like that, but that's about all that there is in Celestic Town. It's a very quaint little village, not a whole lot going on. There's this thing that looks like a birdhouse in the middle of the city. Not quite sure what that is, but there's definitely some hidden items over here, and I know I've said that before, but I'm positive on this one. So we've got a hidden King's Rock right there, which I believe if you have that, if you give it to a slow poke and trade it, it will turn into a slow king with the King's Rock. And then I believe it also has move value just as a standard held item. I believe it'll just like make the foe flinch like 20% of the time or something like that. And there we go, we've got a Dragon Fang, which I think boosts the power of dragon type moves by 20%. So not bad at all. Definitely a few good items to pick up there. If you take a look here, you can see like a little almost like a caveman drawing of Dialga, which is pretty cool. It says a giant etching of a Pokemon-like creature covers the wall. There's some fading text etched in as well. The flow of time never stops, the past, future, and present. And then we can look at this one, which is Palkia. It says a giant etching of a Pokemon-like creature covers the wall. Space is ever expanding. Dimensions, our spirits too, are as space. Well, very intriguing stuff there. I think it's time to face this guy. Is pretty much the last thing we have to do in Celestic Town, but it says this town is insignificant. There's nothing of value here. It doesn't need to exist, so I'll blow it up with a galactic bomb. Good lord, this guy is just so violent. He says, if you try to mess with me, I'll shut you down with Pokemon battle. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna mess with me? Of course, bro. Of course we're messing with this guy. We're gonna poke the bear, see if he'll poke us back, and honestly, there's not a chance he does anything to us, especially not with our new and improved Snoop Doom at the exact same level as this Houndour, but we've got a Fire Fang, and that bozo probably doesn't. We're actually going to go with a Rock Smash, see how much damage that will do, since it is super effective, and we're almost able to take it out in one shot, which is pretty wild. Odor Sleuth doesn't do a thing, and this bonus Rock Smash here is able to take it out. So, yeah, I honestly had no idea that Houndour, or that this Grunt had a Houndour. It's just kind of fortunate that we had a Snoop Doom sent out first. But here we go. We're going to use a Fire Fang on this Golbat. See how much it does. Hopefully half. Oh, not quite half, but we do get the burn in there, which means I think we'll still be able to take it out in 2 shots. Unfortunately, probably after we take another wing attack, but I don't know, this could take it out right here. Let's see. Yeah, not quite. We're gonna get confused, but it doesn't matter because this thing's about to go down to its burn. So yeah, pretty impressive performance there from Snoop Doom. Definitely excited about the new move Fire Fang and the fact that we're just able to start taking things out a little bit more efficiently, get up some good experience. So yeah, there we go, and that's it for the Galactic Grunt. Too much to handle. I can't do anything here. This place is nothing. I'll be happily rid of this place. And then off he goes. Now, the old woman comes up to us and says, "Oh, you are magnificent. Aren't you quite the trainer? As the elder of Celestic Town, I give you my thanks. Oh, that old charm. May I see that? What's that? You say Cynthia entrusted you with it to deliver to me? That's Cynthia. She's my granddaughter." So this was the person that we came to deliver the old charm to, and yeah, it just kind of works out that as soon as you beat the Grunt, you happen to hand her the old charm, and then she will, I guess she doesn't do anything else at first, but once we come inside here, we can talk to the wall, I guess, and learn about the red chain and the ancient Pokemon, and then Cynthia's grandma comes back. So she says the cave's painting meaning seems to be this. There existed beings. Being so powerful they were considered deities at the time. There were 3 Pokemon with power to match either being. The 3 kept balance with each other, with either being as if they formed a pyramid. It's an ancient legend of Sinnoh that's still told in Celestic Town. I'd like to know more about that legend, if you will. Who might you be? And here comes Cyrus. My name is Cyrus. I want to put an end to pointless strife and hostility. I am seeking the power to create the ideal world. Thus, I want you to answer. The world today can't change, because the 3 Pokemon keep it in balance. Is that what you are saying? I wouldn't know. I do know the world is in balance. I'm quite satisfied with the world the way it is. I'm not interested in your question. Cyrus then says, "Plead ignorance, will you? What a pointless attitude. You fail to appreciate that the world is incomplete. I will change the world. As the first step, I will destroy this cave painting that you've protected all these years. A new legend of a new world should take its place. Am I wrong? If you feel that way, challenge me." So we'll say yes. We'll challenge him, but I don't think we have a battle with him at... Oh, wow, we do have a battle with him. I was not expecting that. I didn't know we have a battle right now. So here we go, our first battle with Galactic Boss Cyrus, and he sends out a Sneasel. Wow, level 34 as well, but look at this. We've got a Fire Fang on our Snoop Doom, so we should be able to take this thing out probably with a single Fire Fang. Sneasel just going to use Screech, lowered our defense a little bit, but it shouldn't matter too much. I'm surprised that didn't actually take it out. I guess that defense lowering will matter. Come on, survive. Alright, well at least we were able to beat the Sneasel. We'll switch out for the next Pokemon, but yeah, so again, I didn't know that we were going to be facing Cyrus in this episode. I really thought it was just the regular Galactic Grunt. Maybe I'm thinking of Diamond and Pearl because I'm pretty sure you don't face Cyrus in those games. But yeah, I guess he just wants to challenge us because he's talking about creating his new world, which feels like a lofty goal for like a 27-year-old, but I mean, I don't hate it, man. Like I appreciate the fact that you're willing to take that initiative. I was just kind of content like raising up my own team though. Like you didn't have to go create a new world. Like, why are you fixing something that wasn't broken, you know? But in any case, he's got a Murkrow here next, and it's going to have a Berry. It also knows Nightshade here, so a pretty solid move. Gonna do a good chunk of damage there, and we will only be able to survive one more, unfortunately, but hopefully this Rock Blast will be able to take it out. We need to get hit, we need to hit it, I think, 4 times. Alright, well, I guess it's not. We're probably going to actually die to this Murkrow, as unfortunate as that is, because it's going to go with Nightshade again, so I'm going to switch out just so we can get Spike up a level, and we'll switch on over to Spookachu. I don't know what his last Pokemon is, but because of Spookachu's versatility, I feel like we might have a good chance at you know, being super effective against the final Pokemon. Man, that Feint Attack did a ton of damage. I'm hoping we outspeed here. Oh my goodness, bro. We're barely gonna survive this Feint Attack. I can't believe how strong this Murkrow is, bro. I know he's got really solid attack, but I didn't think he would put such a beating on Spookachu like that. It just still feels like we're lagging behind in the levels here again, but at least Spike's up to 32. And now he's going to send out a Golbat, so I might as well switch back out. Man, I mean, I guess we can switch over to Spike. I don't think that this Golbat will have too much that's going to be super effective against us. Like, it's probably going to have, like, Wing Attack and, like, Poison Fang or something stupid like that. So, hopefully if we can just avoid the confusion, we can maybe do some damage to this thing. Air Cutter, we're definitely going to live that. Whoa, I thought that was going to do a whole lot less. So this Rock Blast, unless we get super lucky, there's no way it's taking out. We probably have to hit 5 times. Oh, we got a crit. Alright, come on, hit 4 or 5 times. Oh my god, no. Well, Spike's going to go down. I really want him to get the experience though, so let's switch on over to Gaia. And man, this is actually a little bit concerning that Cyrus absolutely beat up on my team like that. Oh, he's going to use a Hyper Potion. What a fool. What a bozo I am, guys. Alright, we're going to use Fly on this thing. We can't even outspeed, but it's only going to go for a Supersonic instead of a Confuse Ray, which feels bamboozling to me. I mean, that's ridiculous. But one Fly is not going to take it out. Hopefully we'll do half. I can't even do half. Magical Leaf is definitely not the play, and Supersonic will hit that time, which is not good, but yeah, guys, so I'm not sure why the team is struggling, to be quite honest with you. It feels like we've just been falling behind in levels as we've started splitting experience throughout the entire playthrough. I really feel like it was as we captured all of the Pokemon in such a short span, then everyone was just kind of at a low level or just like kind of fell behind a little bit, and we're kind of feeling the repercussions from that now, because as everyone else has kind of grown their team, we were just kind of playing catch up with our other Pokemon that we had captured, and so it turned into a little bit of a problem for us. But we didn't lose a single Pokemon in that battle, and yet every single one of them are in the red except for Aquabat, and Cyrus only had 3 Pokemon, so it's a little concerning. I mean, his team really isn't all that good, but whatever, we were able to take him out, which is certainly a positive, and this ultimately will allow us to get the HM03 for Surf, the best move and best water type move in the game in my opinion, better than Hydro Pump because it's more accurate. But that kind of ends the tale for us in Celestic Town. I don't think there's anything else that you need to do here for the rest of the game. Alright, I guess we'll talk to Cynthia real quick. Was everything alright here? You saw those strange people with a galactic bomb, didn't you? But those Team Galactic people, I thought they were harmless. The bizarre ways they dress and all their wild claims about making a new universe, I thought it was just silly talk, nothing to take seriously. But they're surprisingly more trouble than expected. Trying to monopolize Pokemon just isn't acceptable. By the way, were the ruins fun to explore? If you're interested, there's a library in Canalabe City. It's stocked with ancient books. You can look up Sinnoh history there. It might help you complete your Pokedex too. It says to go west from Jubilife City. So that will definitely be the adventure for the next video. But for now, we have to finish up some unfinished business on the route just to the west of Celestic Town. So there's a few trainers left to defeat over there. And once we do that, then we'll make our way to Canalabe City. But yeah, let's go ahead and we will heal up the team here since we were, you know, a little bit low on health. Swap the party around a bit. Let's put Spike up first. He could use a little bit of experience, and then swap Spookachu and Snoop Doom. And yeah, we're just kind of on the journey to continue getting everyone up to the 40s right alongside Aquabat. But yeah, so now we can come over here to Route 211 and we'll pick up a few berries first. We've got a Greppa berry, which I don't know if that's supposed to be like a grape or something, but then you've got an Iapapa berry, which I don't think is a fruit of any kind or even sound close to a fruit. And you've got an Aspir berry, which feels just like a pear. And then what's the last one here? A Pecha berry, which should be like a peach. So I don't know what this Iapapa berry is, but whatever. Let's go down here real quick, and I'm pretty sure there's a hidden item we can find somewhere. Maybe? Maybe not. Alright, I'm being so lazy right now, but I don't want to do a wild battle, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to use a max repel. Actually, we'll go with the super repel since it's going to be a short walk. We'll pick up this item real quick. A Carbos, there we go. Increases Pokemon speed. Why do I feel like there's an item somewhere over here? I'm convinced that there is, but alright, we can go ahead and face this guy. I'm a little concerned about having Spike up there first. We might switch out to Gaia mid-battle, but we'll just see who he has. So he's got a Croagunk, so this is fine. We can go ahead and we'll use Earthquake on this thing, and we'll be able to take it out no problem. Oh my god, I feel like that's the second time I've done that, accidentally using Stomp. What a joke. And then we have to take a horrific Mud Bomb. We're not even going to be able to kill this thing now. That's so tough. Alright. I'm just going to have to sacrifice... No, I can't sacrifice Spike. Come on, what am I doing? Let's switch over to Spookachu instead. He can just use, like, I don't know, something. Thunder Punch or whatever. We could have stayed in, too. So it's going to go with a Swagger, increase our attack, and then confuse us, which is one of the most annoying moves ever. But we'll go ahead and we'll use... Let's go with Secret Power on this thing. And he's going to hit us with a Sucker Punch now, which is super effective, but barely does any damage, surprisingly. And fortunately, we do not get hit in Confusion, so this thing should go down. There we go. Spookachu very close to level 39, but not quite going to get there yet. And then it's going to send out a Meta-type. So let's switch on over to... Let's go to Snoop Doom. Should be able to use Bite on this thing. I don't know if it has the Psychic subtype yet. I know it's Fighting type. Maybe I'll just go with Fire Fang. I don't think that Bite's going to be super effective yet, and Fire Fang should do at least a decent chunk. Wow, it takes it out. We got a critical hit, so happy about that. And finally, he's going to end off with a Machoke. So this is definitely a job for Gaia. We'll use Fly on this thing, and hopefully that'll be sufficient to take it out in one shot. If not, two will definitely take it out. But ideally, in a perfect world, the one that we evidently live in, that Cyrus is trying to create the perfect world, this thing would knock it out in one shot. So maybe this will determine whether or not Cyrus needs to do any work or not. I don't know. It seems to me like we're already living in a perfect world since Fly took that thing out in one shot. So that just kind of proves that we don't need to, or that we need to stop Cyrus. We need to prevent him from doing whatever shenanigans he's up to, because the world's already perfect enough. We killed the Machoke in one shot. Alright, we're going to use Cut here. And we don't want to head into the cave. Well, actually, I guess there's like an item or two we can pick up in there. Let's see if we can get one immediately. We don't have strength yet, so can't worry about that. Come in here, we can snag an escape rope, and then I think there's maybe one other item we can get. Alright, there isn't even another item at the moment, so we can just head out right now. I think there's 2 trainers we have left to fight up here. 3, actually. This guy down here at the bottom just gives you a TM, but... Alright, we're going to heal up Spike because I want him to get a little more experience. Use a Moo Milk here. We're down to 7 left. Going to have to start buying Hyper Potions soon, but yeah, we're going to have, I think, one of the ninja boys here. Yeah, he always seems to hide under the leaf, but he says, speed is a ninja's best weapon. Can you keep up? Alright, let's see how many Pokemon he's got. He's got 2. A little Skorupi there, which is a pretty cool Pokemon. Drapion, definitely a crowd favorites, but we're going to use Earthquake on this thing, and I feel pretty confident it should take it out. You know what? We should have used Rock Blast because Rock Blast is what's super effective on it. I think the last time we used Dig on a Scroopy, it did not take it out, but man, this Pin Missile feels like it just hit like 18 times. Alright, Earthquake here. Let's see how good it does. I think it's just like Bug type at the moment. Yeah, alright, so that's why I didn't even take it out. I guess we can go with Earthquake again since a second one will definitely take it out. And I'm worried that Rock Blast might miss. The Scroopy just goes with Toxic Spikes, so not a huge issue since I'm not planning on switching out for whatever he has on his team next. Unless it's something that we just absolutely cannot handle, like a Floatzel, but I find that unlikely. So yeah, he's going with a Krogunk. We definitely can rip Earthquake here, and I'm not going to screw this one up. I'm not going to accidentally press Stomp, I promise. He's going with a Swagger. No surprise to us there. We're quite familiar with it at this point. I just hope that Spike can lock in. Nope. Alright. Jesus, that did so much damage to itself. Oh, now we got the Quick Claw boost. Come on, you cannot hurt yourself in Confusion after a Quick Claw boost. Are you joking me, bro? Don't even bother Quick Clawing if you're just gonna pull that buffoonery on me. Now we gotta take a Feint attack, which hardly does a thing, but can we like snap out of our Confusion, please? That's a second Feint attack. That's like 4 turns worth of damage we've just incurred. Come on, Spike. Dude. You are incompetent. We snapped out, and for some reason we went first that time and used Earthquake to take the thing out. I'm not sure how that's possible. We did not have a speed tie. Krogunk was outspeeding us the whole battle. I don't get it at all. We didn't get the Quick Claw boost, but we were able to take down Ninja Boy Nick, so I guess that's what really matters. We're going to use another Moo Moo Milk on this thing. And we've got 2 trainers left to fight, and one of them is a Bird Keeper, so that's why I want to keep Spike up front so we can get him the bonus experience with Rock Blast. But this guy here will also fight us. I think he's like a Ruin Maniac, and I have a feeling he has a Bronzer, which I never like facing, but we'll find out in just a moment here. 3 Pokemon, yep, starting off with a Bronzer. Now, I don't know what... So Bronzer's an interesting Pokemon, right? Because it can, only has 2 weaknesses, either ground or fire. And it either has one of 2 moves, which is Levitate and makes ground moves miss entirely, or some other move that I think like weakens the power of fire type moves or something like that, like by 50%. So either way, it really only has 1 weakness. And I guess this one's weakness is fire because the ground type moves missed with Levitate, and we can't even take this thing out with 2 Fire Fangs. It's going to take a whopping 3 Fangs to take this thing out, which is so ridiculous, and we even get confused. To be fair, the thing did use Iron Defense, but we're also 5 levels above it. Like, come on, that should not be happening. I'm just going to play it safe here and go with Fire Fang, but of course it doesn't matter because we just get hit in our Confusion. So Bronzer's just like a stall tactic, guys. Like, he is honestly just a huge nuisance, one of the most annoying Pokemon that you ever have to face. Bro, that's like 5 straight turns that we've got hit in Confusion. That is not... What are the odds on that? Like, let's calculate real fast. 50% times 50%, that's 25. Times 50%, that's 12.5. Times 50% is 6.25. Times 50% is 3. What is it, like 0.125? That was only a 3% chance of happening, and we've got another freaking Bronzer here. Good lord, this guy is just an absolute bozo. And how are we still confused? This is so ridiculous. And we're gonna have to deal with more Iron Defense. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, our team is falling behind, but for reasons I feel like are not our own. We just have to deal with these like obnoxious Confusions and like different battle styles that are taking so long to execute. It's just very frustrating. It's, again, another 3 Fire Fangs to take this thing out, and then it's probably going to finish by confusing us here on the next turn. I swear to God, bro, if he has a 3rd Bronzer, I'm about to lose it. Send out something else, something unique, please, bro. Do not have another Bronzer. Oh my god. This guy is truly a ruin maniac. Why are you raising 3 bronzer, bro? What are you doing with your life? Like, get some variety. Go pick up a shield in or something. Like, also, how does that one do almost the entire health bar? Take him all the way down to the red when it's like 4 levels higher than the first one. I don't get it. But there we go. I mean, that's it for the bronzer. Finally, that was just a atrocious battle. We finally have the last one on the route here before we can make our way to Canalave City. But first we have to talk to this guy who says I'm strong like 18 times and then gives us the move for bulk up. Yeah, TM77 there, pretty solid move. Let's see what it says here. Okay, it's psych up, not bulk up. What am I thinking of? Just gets the same status boosts as the targets, but yeah, this is the final trainer on the route here, and it looks like an ace trainer, but it's actually a bird keeper. Could have been a ranger as well, since seemingly they all have the same sprite, but she just has a 1 knockdown, so shouldn't be too hard for Spike to take out here, especially on a full health bar. Rock Blast should be able to take care of business, and we got the Quick Claw, so a bit of a recovery there after a tough bronzer battle. But yeah, this should be pretty solid for us. I feel like we are not getting any luck with the Rock Blast like number of hits. Like we just get 2 almost every time, very occasionally 3, and it's like never 4 or 5. That's like so ridiculous. But yeah, it's gonna take 3 here. Are we only gonna get 2? Oh, we got the crit. Okay, so we kind of got lucky there, but it was only 2. And there we go, up to 33. So now everyone on the team is at level at least 33. Takedown, let's see if I want to learn this thing. It's better than Fury Attack, so I will teach it to him, but I'd be shocked if you guys ever found me use Takedown in battle, since I'll probably not want to take any recoil damage. But that's going to do it for Birdkeeper Catherine there. And that's also going to do it for everything that there is to do around Celestic Town. Of course, until we can get Rock Climb and we can just get like an extra item up there. But I think it's just something like a rare candy or something. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, guys, in the next episode, we're going to head back to Jubilife City and head west to make our way to Canalave City. While we're there, we're going to have a rival battle. That's also where the 6th gym leader is. We're going to take a little cruise to an island. There's going to be a lot of action happening in Canalave City. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you all next time.